The current correction is twice as fast, so we can have extra fuel in our crypto rocket by Wednesday. Last week we found the real Ethereum killer. Of course, many tried, but only Cardano did. NFT prices are now skyrocketing, with more and more projects based on Ethereum and other blockchains, including specialized networks that offer to collect NFT tokens. Welcome to the Coin Post. Last week, the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency market lost around $400 billion. But on the first day of spring, we saw Bitcoin rising by $2,000, or almost 5%. Does this mean that the worst is behind, and that the first cryptocurrency is ready to surge again? It's the first question for today. And then let's talk about altcoins, with a focus on Ethereum and Cardano. And the final topic is NFT tokens, which are now said to be the future. Is that really true? If you want to get updates on how the cryptocurrency market develops, you can do it on our channel, so don't forget to subscribe. Let's start. As mentioned in my previous videos, I feel like the current correction is similar to the January fall. In January, Bitcoin plunged by 31%, while in February it only dropped 26%. But if we count in dollars, the February fall was bigger, $15,000 versus $13,000. So far, the situation is evolving in such a way that the correction is showing a similar pattern, but it is somewhat faster in time. Now, Bitcoin is moving towards the 21-week MA, which is at 49,300. If we keep above it, we could keep rising. I'd like to point out that previously, it took Bitcoin 5 days to overcome similar resistance. The current correction is twice as fast, so we can have extra fuel in our crypto rocket by Wednesday. So what are the reasons for Bitcoin growth? There are various signs. For example, miners have stopped selling and started to accumulate, and this at least helps the market not to fall and indicates they bet on the growth. Another interesting ratio from Glassnode shows that investors have stopped fixing profits and are going to hold Bitcoin. The COPR indicator has turned negative for the first time since September 2020, when Bitcoin price was 10K, and that's when the rally started. And let's have a look at another chart for the overall picture. It shows that when the price and the spent output profit ratio simultaneously looked down, it was followed by the growth. Continued growth is opposed by proponents of statistics, which indicate that Bitcoin usually plummets in March. This was the case even in March 2017, the most bullish year in the history of the first cryptocurrency. And a well-known trader Peter Brandt believes that BTC will go higher once all the FOMO buyers who had their laser eyes on Twitter take their losses. It's a direct allusion to the MicroStrategy CEO Mike Saylors. Overall, he's already in the red, because according to the company's report, they made the last purchase of Bitcoin worth $1 billion at an average price of $52,700. Is this drop enough, or the market wants to drop the price even lower? I believe that if breaking through $50,000 proves unsuccessful, we may well plummet to $40,000, and then the bulls will have to fight hard to keep this level. Because if we give it up, bears will trigger Armageddon. A negative scenario and an even bigger correction are quite possible, and I had no choice but to warn you. But I still believe in growth, even if it means falling first. Give this video a thumbs up to the Bitcoin upward trend, and we're moving on to the next topic. Last week we found the real Ethereum killer. Of course, many tried, but only Cardano did. Now we have to wait until its price rises to $10, and it's gonna take the place of the top 2 cryptocurrency by CoinMarketCap, which was Ethereum for a very long time. We can hear these kinds of predictions more and more, but can it really happen? We can see that when Bitcoin surges, altcoins react in the same way, with a price increase, and most of them get ahead of the market. Like Ethereum, which soared 12% and returned to $1,500. Meanwhile, Cardano is stagnating, which is pretty modest after the previous incredible growth. as not all interested fixed their profits, and most new buyers are just waiting for a bigger dip and expecting a better entry point. What's happening is that Cardano has fully played out the reasons for growth, and now the altcoin needs a break. A big Bitcoin rise will certainly boost its price even higher, but without any extra incentives, it's unlikely to get ahead of the market significantly. So I wouldn't be surprised if Binance Coin took Cardano's place in the top 3 this week. The gap between them by capitalization is pretty small. Moreover, BNB has already experienced its correction after a mad rally up to $335. Ethereum, however, is likely to continue to grow if Bitcoin creates the right conditions. And it has an excuse in the form of the Berlin hard fork, coming April the 14th. And even if it doesn't fundamentally solve the problem of high commission fees, some kind of help will be provided, as the thing is that an update itself is more important than the result on the cryptocurrency ecosystem. If it were otherwise, Cardano would have still been in oblivion and no one would even think to call it an Ethereum killer. In fact, what Cardano offers so far is a platform that will be improved in the future, and therefore it will be chosen to start the project. But while there are none, we have only transactions and staking. And Ethereum in the meantime has already created its own crypto economy. To sum it up, I'm not against Cardano and I don't cancel the targets from my previous videos that the coin will surge up to $2, but I do object to the fact that they write off Ethereum, because my understanding is it's too early to jump to conclusions. Everybody's saying that the future is non-fungible tokens, aka NFT. This is what the billionaire Mark Cuban thinks. He believes that NFT is one of the reasons why Ethereum will eventually become the top 1 cryptocurrency. I told you about this in one of my recent videos. There you can find Mark Cuban's portfolio too. Here's some good news, and supporters of Donald Trump are kindly requested to look away for a moment. You may not like this. This image, or rather a unique token, was sold for $6.6 million. If you want to ask me how that's possible, I don't know. NFT prices are now skyrocketing with more and more projects based on Ethereum and other blockchains, including specialized networks that offer to collect NFT tokens. This direction is progressing at an insane rate, but the question is, will it become mainstream, or will it eventually pass like any other hype? The idea of collecting digital art using tokens is quite fascinating, and as you can see today, it's in great demand. But it has one downside though. Having an NFT token, you don't actually own the work of art. This image, GIF, video or music can be copied and shared. Owning a token is not copyrighted. In real life, if I have a rare baseball card, only I and then a small circle of persons own it. Everyone else can't see or get it, and a copy can easily be distinguished from the original. But there's no similar protection with NFT at the moment, and if you have tokenized something on one blockchain, they can do the same on the other one. Besides, you have no copyright. This, in my opinion, is a problem that in the future may limit the use of non-fungible tokens, meaning those who bought it already might lose interest over time, and new people just won't come to this market. Eventually the hype will pass, and those who bought expensive tokens today won't find anyone to sell them to. Nevertheless, it's just my point of view, and what you think about NFT you can share in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the Coin Post if you want to be the first to get updates on the cryptocurrency market. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. It's the Coin Post channel. Subscribe and get enlightened.